Well, Arsenal won, Brighton won. It's a game that I really got disappointed with the refereeing, and I know this is really going to be a very huge talking point. Guys, have you ever seen a penalty like that ever issued anywhere? Tell me, guys, tell me please. Have you ever seen a penalty like that issued? You know, I'm still in shock. Guys, I'm still in shock. Right now, I'm still in shock, and I'm asking myself, what was on the head of that guy called Anthony Taylor? You know, and from Anthony Taylor making that big mistake, I never even saw what we call a VAR call. What was VAR doing? Was there anything like a penalty? You know, I just saw João Pedro fall down without Saliba touching him. I don't know whether I never watched that game very well, but guys, was that a penalty? Was that a penalty? For me, it wasn't. It wasn't. And when you're a team like Arsenal, when you're really trying to close down on Liverpool, that is playing Man United today, you obviously feel like you've been denied your right to obviously chase Liverpool. You know, you can't really find yourself conceding in such moments. Like, stupid decision made by a referee who I think has proven to us that he's not good enough. Welcome to the Rokani Media Football. How are you guys, and where are you watching us from? I go by the names of Rokani David. Smash the like button, comment and share. If you're totally watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as don't miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. Rokani David is my name, and hope you guys are really having fun wherever you are, and we bring you the latest news and information as far as everything is concerned onto this beautiful channel of ours. Continue to subscribe because we want to hit 24,100 subscribers, and go ahead and obviously we are left with, like, I think, is it 40 subscribers to hit 24,100 subscribers, and we are gonna go in bits of 100, and I know soon we'll get there. Now, the side of Arsenal went ahead obviously draw with Brighton, and it was Arsenal that went ahead obviously score first in the 16th minute as Rice, Waneri and Merino combined in a very good interplay to see to it that they really created some yards of space that saw Ethan Waneri run into that space and obviously bury that ball in the back of the net. But later the penalty in the 61st minute went ahead to obviously destroy the party for the club of Arsenal. I told you that Arsenal came into this game of football knowing that if at all they won it, they would have gone ahead to go how many points? They would have gone ahead to go they would have been 3 points behind the side of Liverpool. And if at all Liverpool won their two games they had in hand, they would have gone ahead to be 9. And now if at all Liverpool wins its game they have in hand, they're going to be 11 points ahead of Liverpool. That is really very shocking for the side of Arsenal. And I think most people are like, the title race is done. I tell you, never cross the bridge before you reach it. That title is not yet done. And I tell you, the team that is going to win this title will have to do a lot. I've already told you that we are going into this second half of the season where Liverpool has to play Arsenal, they have to play Man City, they have to play Chelsea. You know, today they are playing Manchester United, they have to play Spurs, they're having to play Aston Villa. You understand? They have to play teams like Newcastle. So I tell you, it's not going to be business as usual. Liverpool will drop points, but the most worrying bit of it all is that even these other teams are really trying to give it a chase, are really dropping points. Even yesterday, Chelsea went ahead to draw 1-1. That was really shocking. So it comes to my understanding that maybe, if Arsenal is to keep themselves into the title race, they have to continue winning their games. That is it. They have to continue winning their games. If they don't continue winning their games, then this team is obviously going to go untouched. That is the side of Liverpool. But Liverpool is in action today with Man United, a team that is not really performing very well. But as I've always told you, a rivalry is always a rivalry, and you never say never on what can really happen. Now, let's go to the stats of the game that saw Arsenal really find themselves in a 2 points dropping side. 11 shots by Brighton, Arsenal had 9. 4 shots on target by Brighton, 3 shots on target by Arsenal. 44% ball possession, by Brighton. Arsenal had 56% ball possession, 427 passes completed by Brighton. Arsenal completed 519, 86% passing accuracy by Brighton. Arsenal had 87% passing accuracy, 17 fouls by Brighton and 14 fouls by Arsenal, 2 yellow cards by Brighton and 3 yellow cards by Arsenal, 0 red cards to both sides, and 0 offsides to Brighton and 3 offsides to Arsenal, 2 corners to the side of Brighton and 5 corners to the side of Arsenal. This time round, set pieces never came to the rescue of Arsenal, and I think that maybe they need to obviously revise their dark darts, you know, when they're obviously trying to do the needful, especially into those set pieces. But it's not really good news for Mikel Arteta, and I'm going to be bringing you how he's fuming after that penalty, because I tell you what, I've never seen such a penalty given. It's going to be the huge discussion everywhere. Was it a penalty or not a penalty, you know, because if it's not that penalty, I don't think that Brighton really would have gone to obviously create a moment of brilliance to obviously break that Arsenal defense down, you know. But all in all, others will say why Martin Odegaard was played off the bench. If you watch the game of Brentford, there is the way that they went ahead obviously foul Martin Odegaard, and I think the manager is like, this man needs rest a little bit and obviously see to it that he doesn't find himself fatigued. And maybe the manager is also looking at the game of Manchester United and is like, we are going to the rest, but I want us to obviously go to the next level of the FA Cup. But the big question is, of the two trophies, which one do you need most? Is it the Premier League or the FA Cup? I think the Premier League is needed most, and they're really going to be resting for some huge days, I tell you, because United and when you look at United and Arsenal, United and Arsenal are going to be playing on the 12th of January, but on the 7th, they're going to be playing in the first leg semi-final of the EFL Cup. So they played yesterday, and 3 days from yesterday, they're going to be playing against Newcastle. That is Arsenal for you. So I think maybe he wants to be in a final and he's like, I want to win something this time round. And I think he's going to be having his full squad in the Carabao Cup to obviously take on the side of Brighton. Sorry, side of Newcastle. So let's go to the table and see, but I leave it in the comment section. I really want to see what your thoughts are about this side. Do you think the manager was right to start Odegaard on the bench or not? Now, let's go to the table and see how the table is really looking like. Obviously, Liverpool, 18 games played, they're having 45 points. Arsenal, 20 games played, they're having 40 points. Nottingham, 19 games played, they're having 37. Chelsea, 20 games, they're having 36 points. Newcastle, 20 games, 35 points. Man City, 20 games, 34 points. You understand? And that's how things are. Man City are 11 points off Liverpool. And if at all Liverpool win their 2 games, they'll be 17 points, you know? And I don't see them closing down. I think Arsenal has to do themselves a favor. And I know Arsenal fans are on the mass of Man United. They're like, please, United, can you do something good to see is that to obviously see Liverpool drop points. Even if Liverpool draws right now, that means they would have gone to stretch their lead to 6 points. And if at all they win their game in hand, they'll obviously be having 9. But I tell you, never say never. A shocker might obviously happen at the Anfield today, you know. But all in all, Liverpool looks like is the team that is obviously going to be winning this beautiful game of football. I sign out for now. See you later. And let's see what follows up, because we have a lot of stories to do after this game. But Liverpool is coming into action at at Anfield. The first leg ended 3-0 in favor of Liverpool. Casemiro gifted, I think, twice. You understand? And the manager had to obviously take him off. But today, I don't think that he has a place to play in this encounter. We out. Bye-bye.